And welcome everyone back to Season 4 of the Rekt League. This is going to be the Monday Massacre, and I'm here with Colonel Paco. Say hi, Paco!
Hello!
Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to talk about this game coming up, Ocean versus Sentinels. Team Ocean and Team Sentinels. This year in Season 4, we've had some mix-ups on the matchups. So we're going to have different people on different teams, but get used to these names because these two teams could be bringing it all the way to the finals. But we'll have to see after this first game. What do you think?
Well, it should be interesting. There's looks like at least 2 new people on both teams here. So.
And that's true.
I don't know.
And with that, let's go right into the teams themselves. So we got on Ocean Drake. In the top lane, we got That's My Jams. We got in the jungle Briggsworth. We got mid lane TL Phoenix coming back from his Season 2. Coming into Season 4 in the mid lane, TL Phoenix. We got J Moo on the bot for the ADC. And we got Cobalt supporting them this year. What do we got on Blue Sentinels?
Blue Sentinels on the red side here. It's MK Heat 12 in the top lane, followed by Hot Soup 5 in the jungle, Hey Dude 5 in mid lane, and then bot lane is Mouse Mazing at ADC and Tucker as the support.
What I'm really excited about with that Blue Sentinels is Mouse Mazing was, as a fact, the only player with the perfect KDA in Season 3 with his one game. We'll see if he can keep that going on through Season 4. So with that, let's make no further ado and see if we can get ourselves to the champion select between these teams in the first game of Season 4. Team Ocean versus Team Sentinels. Team Ocean on the blue side, Sentinels on the red. Yeah, that's very true. In these particular teams, it is really interesting to see what they're going to do. There's been an off season. We'd have a crazy amount of just things going on. We've had updates of different roles. We have all sorts of stuff. What do you think we're going to end up seeing this year from what we know of these players?
Right.
And that is true. It's really going to come down to what are we going to end up seeing from these teams? Have they been practicing? Is everyone ready to go?
Playtime's over.
That's very true. And speaking of like Rust, right now I just had to make sure I turn off my sound during that. This probably has some sweet background tracks for us talking about this for a minute. But we got a couple bans coming in. We got Nocturne and Caitlyn being taken away immediately. I do love the Nocturne ban. I think that's one of those champions that will persist from Season 3 into Season 4 being a terror in the jungle. Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing we're looking at here is it really comes down to, do we have these teams with these new junglers, Hot Soup 5 and Briggsworth coming in? Not sure who Briggsworth is, but I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table. But I want to know, what we start off strong with J Moo on, we're assuming J Moo on the Lucian. That could be Phoenix in the mid lane. I know, but these guys. That's very true. So now we got the next question for us, right? Is the Zyra, is the plant lady, the poison ivy going to be sitting in the mid lane, the top lane, or the bot lane? Because I've actually seen all three. And who knows? So it just comes down to the hypeness, because Zyra, we got that mobile Lucian, we got Vladimir being picked up. Ooh, absolutely. I'm a fan of Sejuani. I think that's one of those really good 5 versus 5 champions. Has all that control, that team fight potential. Very safe in the jungle usually. Absolutely. And considering that they're picking up the brand, which I'm assuming is going to be the Cobalt Special, because if we look back all the way to Season 2, he was burning up the competition. Yeah, exactly. It'll definitely be interesting to see what they're going to do here. So Shyvana versus Sejuani. I know Shyvana can be definitely a pain in the ass in the jungle right now. And the really question is, I've seen so many AP Shyvanas, I wonder if anyone else plays it differently at this point.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
And that's true, and that's true. And she's really... The main thing that I'm looking at right here that I'm a little nervous about for the Sentinels team thus far is their lack of crowd control. We have Zyra that has one single root. It's on a fairly long cooldown, and they have the pop-up from the ultimate, but that's not super reliable. Whereas we got Vlad and Shyvana, so we're going to need some heavy crowd control in order to make that comp work, in my opinion. Exactly. It's very true. And the disengage and everything currently. But I do like to see the Darius and the Sion being taken away from the top lane. Really taking away those pretty powerful top lane picks. Darius being lane bully, Sion being just the best. Just the best top lane character. He's so good for so many parts of the game. Ooh. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's really going to come down to what the counter picks are, but Volibear in the top lane is really fun to watch. There's going to be a lot of fighting going on. But Volibear does have the flip, has the slow and knockback, but that's still not really good crowd control. You have to just run at somebody. Just like Vlad, just like Shyvana. Everyone's just running at them nonstop. Right. Shen in the top versus Volibear. See, the thing about Shen that works pretty well is if you time your stuff right, if you time your W correctly, you can prevent Volibear's bite and auto attack damage, all sorts of good stuff, which is really disgusting. Alright, the Instalock Sivir on the final side. That's what I was hoping for. With all this running straight at him comp, you really need that Sivir to wrap it up. So it does look like Team In Your Face pulling together from Team Sentinels, wanting to be like Team Brambleback from last season. Just running at him. You are correct. They have a lot. They have a lot of potential, we'll say that. Yeah. And that's true. It's going to be really difficult. I feel like looking at the lanes right now, it looks like Sentinels are going to have potentially winning lanes. Is what I'm looking at here, right? We have a lot of power in these lanes, except for the Brand Lucian one. That one is kind of disgusting. I agree with that completely. That's true. It's going to be pretty volatile in the bot lane. I do like seeing the Galio in the mid lane for this because, again, they can kind of pick and choose their battles. Shen and Galio can both appear out of nowhere, making it a 4 versus 2 in moments' notice. I think there's a lot of really good opportunities that could come out of this battle setup. I'm really excited to see these. So what do you think about the top lane matchup thus far? We got Volibear versus Shen. We got MK Heat 12, and that's my jams. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be my my play of the night. If we get any of that action, I'm gonna crack open a beer and have one for that particular
That
move.
will be a very. I'm hoping to see that. To at
Absolutely.
least know. Does that work? Well, who knows?
We'll have to see.
Um,
The Galio Vladimir matchup is an interesting one. I actually don't remember exactly which way it goes. I know that Vladimir, with his kind of infinite sustain, can just kind of poke it out for a long time.
yeah,
So I'm assuming that Galio is going to ultimately be affecting the side lanes. I feel like Phoenix might want to play that to smack the bottom and really get Lucian and Brand moving.
right. I mean, yeah, Vladimir, especially early, he has a tough time clearing those waves. So Galio can just push that in as soon as he gets ult, start looking for play probably bot lane, but top lane would work too. Um, just get his advantage over Vlad because Vlad later on is just going to start, chewing through everyone.
That's true, and it really, you're absolutely right. It's going to come down to can the team comp that has this beautiful team fight on the Team Ocean on the blue side here,
Yeah.
can they make it work fast enough before all the power gets unlocked from the Sivir, Vladimir, Volibear, Shyvana?
Right.
A lot of late game potential from that. I think I'm interested to see how they play it. How the junglers affect the map because Shyvana has a hard time really just getting in there with the CC. Like she's not gonna gank Volibear or Vladimir's lane,
No.
or at least not potentially
And
not.
right. And neither Shyvana or Volibear are running Predator, which I'm actually surprised about. I would have thought that was their main engage, and so they'd need that speed, but they have chosen to not go for that. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. So right now we got it loaded up. We got a lot of nice skins going on. We got 4 skins on the blue side versus 5 on the red. I always love the skin matchup. It's one of my favorite
yeah.
things to comment on. So you can
It's
see
very important. It's
exactly the beautiful art in this game. I got the traditional Sejuani you don't see too often, which kudos for picking that up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Warrior
that's
Princess Sivir, Wildfire Zyra, all the oldies and the goodies.
Oh yeah. Soul Surfer Vlad probably one of my favorites here.
Oh, that's a good one too. Definitely the shoe special on that one too. If you're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not familiar, those of you tuning in on this Monday, Shu was one of our enigmatic mid laners from season 2 and season 3. Likes to play a lot of Vladimir, plays it very well, and would just jump into with Soul Stealer and just cause havoc, 2v4ing people and such. It's brutal.
Shu, I think he's trying to channel that Shu style this game, so hopefully we'll see that come out.
Exactly. Best of luck to them. So right now we have the teams loading into the Rift. Myself, Ratty Z, I'm joined by Colonel Paco, and we're going to be talking about Team Ocean on the blue side versus Team Sentinel on the red. Team Blue Sentinel on the red. That's not at all confusing.
Blue Sentinel is not the blue team. Yes. That's
So we'll just be calling them Sentinels this game.
Yes. All right. They're about to start up.
And here we go. We're going to see some similar buys. So at this point in time, what I think needs to happen is we have the Sejuani and the Shen in the top lane. I think that is a very gankable lane. Volibear can be baited into combat pretty easily because if he ever wants to do any sort of poke, he's going to have to do that. But instead, we're going to check out what's happening in level 1. Sentinels roaming together.
They've got something going here. I think
Brewing it up.
Looks like they're anticipating an invade because they're not going for one themselves unless they're doing something late here. But not a lot of movement out of anyone here. Everyone's just standing still.
Gotcha. Had to make sure I turned off my my cursor, which is being captured. That's awesome.
Yep.
Get the mouse in there showing. Can point at stuff.
Nice.
But anyway,
now
we got
it looks
the delayed invade. Here they come.
Oh, here they're doing something.
They're thinking about
They're
it.
gonna catch. They're gonna run right into 2 people though. Oh, Shyvana has left for top side. So it looks like nothing is gonna happen.
All right. I guess they really didn't want to think about the happenings of the game. They didn't want to do it. No one wanted to chance it, give the opportunity.
Listen, it's week 1. You don't wanna start off on a botched invade. That's never fun.
But we got the sneakiness in the bot side right now. We got them going in for this big effect. Going in. They're going to walk right into it. JMO and Cobalt gets hit with the root.
Damage.
Going
that
in.
Damage is serious.
Jumps in. Is that the flash?
First
blood.
Blood. Wow, great play from the Blue Sentinels there. They were
Just
prepared for that. And man, yeah, Zyra root into the Sivir Q. That's a lot of damage.
This is pretty brutal. This is a great start for Sentinels because Hot Soup 5 sees that the action, knows where Sejuani is from the information from that, and goes immediately for the blue. But Shen spots this out. That's my jam, saying, get away from my buddy's Sentinel.
Does he have taunt?
Does not yet. He's only level 1, but Phoenix is going to be here. The flash taunt going in. Phoenix with like murder on Hot Soup 5.
You're right. He was, for some reason I saw that as 2. But yeah, you're right. Now he's level 2.
Yeah, now he's level 2 with that assist gold coming in as well.
Wow. And I was saying that they were playing the early game safe, but man, we already have 2 kills, so maybe not.
We are 2 minutes of the game. We are 2 kills in. It is starting to get really disgusting already.
Now, Lucian did not burn his flash when he died there, so he'll still have that up for the lane, but it makes you think, what if he could have lived there probably if he flashed. Especially early on. But
that's very true, and that's the question he'll have to ask himself when he watches the VODs later to make sure, hey, did I do everything I possibly could to live that?
Right. Right.
But yeah, who knows? At this point, so far, we have some good CSing in the top lane from Holy Bear. Shen's having a little bit of problems. Thinks does not want to take a lot of poke right now.
Yeah, Volibear flipped Shen in under the turret a little bit, so yeah. Those turret shots early really don't want to be taken. So
yeah, absolutely. The Phoenix doing great CSing the mid lane versus Vlad right now. It's getting a lot of poke potential, but
he's almost out of mana.
It's true. He has spammed his mana on the wave thus far.
And Vlad not only doesn't have mana, but also has TP, so he can be as aggressive as he wants here.
And that's very true.
Just keep up that pressure. Galio might be even in CS for now, but he's going to have to back at some point.
Well, the nice part about this is that Galio does have the red buff on him, so he's going to get that passive regeneration, which is a really nice addition that you don't normally have when you're in the middle lane phase.
No. Red buff to start the lane phase is not what you're used to dealing with, but, that's how it goes sometimes.
Ooh, a lot of damage coming off on the bot side from Cobalt. That was some good poke, but Mouse Mazing doing a good job with Sivir's spell shield to prevent a lot of that damage coming out from Brand.
Right, and yes, because of the way Brand's stun works, Sivir effectively only has to spell shield the first, ability that comes her way, because the stun will not work if Brand does not have his passive on him. Oh, that's a wasted shield though. Oh, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the bot lane right now. Oh, they get the root off on Jamu, has to get back. Does not eat the boomerang blade from Sivir, gets out of there. Also, Phoenix is falling very low, but Briggsworth coming in and pushing Heydude 5 back, but taking a lot of damage for it, losing some time in the jungle.
Oh yeah.
Getting his mid laner a little bit of CS though, which is, Phoenix is probably saying, hey, thanks man, but that's my jams have to flash in the top lane away from MK Heat. Woo!
That Volibear W does more damage when you're low, so man, that thing took a chunk out of him.
Absolutely, the execute damage coming off in that one, but MK Heat turning up the fire in this one, making it hot for him, but he does have the teleport on the top lane, so he should be coming back immediately. Does not have enough mana, his buy is unfortunate, does not get the Tiamat to push it up, but Jamu going in for the kill on the bot side, gets the kill on Mouse Mazing, but he's going to be the return kill coming from Tucker, but Cobalt gets the stun off, see if they can pull it off. Tucker gets the damage in. Can Cobalt get the final kill? He does. 2 for 1 in the bot lane. Cobalt come out the victor.
That was almost amazing, but that brand stun for a second had me believing that they were gonna get a clean 2-0 there in the bot lane.
That's
they
true.
only lose one. They only lose one. That's still a victory.
They definitely tried, but we got Hot Soup 5 looking to sneak that first Infernal Dragon.
Oh, that's a bold move because he is currently 2 levels below the Sejuani.
Absolutely. And
Not
Phoenix.
farming well.
Phoenix smells it. He can just feel that dragon coming out. What a great play on his part.
Yeah.
Making
Man,
Hot Soup feel really bad about it. Being level 3 too. Jeez.
Yeah, he's in a bad way here. He needs to be getting some farm. Looks like I'm not sure if it's, has he been getting invaded or what, but he's just really having a rough time there.
I'm not sure. I know he was walking around, but it looks like the team see what's going on. They see the dragon take looking to happen here. They got. I don't know if Sentinels really wants to be doing this right now, specifically because they're going to be taking a ton of damage from the fire dragon, the Infernal Drake. So they're doing a little dance right now. This is a little unorthodox, but that's totally fine. This is the Rekt League. They want to flex. They want to show Season 1 who gets the dominance. Who's giving it to him, and this is Mouse Mazing making his big comeback, saying, "All right, guys, come on, get away from the dragon. Let's make me look good." Picking up, we got a lot of damage coming out. Explodes Tucker in the bot lane. Cobalt gets away. Mouse Mazing and Jamu looking to do the fighting at the end here. Shen'el. Look at this. I was gonna say.
It wasn't 100% coordinated, but the Shen'el did save the Lucian. But if he knew it was coming in, he could have gone in and maybe gotten that Sivir kill.
But we got Haidu5 sitting here around the outside. So there's potential for him to do some plays. Looks like he might be charging it up. Oh, he just missed the Tides of Blood in order to get that slow off on That's My Jam. So that might have been the kill. But we got Volibear in the top lane free farming right now, pushing into that tower.
Yeah, that's Shen doesn't have TP up, so once he ults down bot, there's no pressure top.
He's got a long walk.
Yeah, and they didn't end up getting anything out of that the Shen ult, other than just.
Ooh, Briggsworth spotting out Tucker. Tucker in the dragon pit gets the kill. The fire dragon giving the assist.
Smashed him. Yeah, that Infernal did a lot of damage to the Zyra, actually. So the Zyra was deep in there. That's the danger of those inside wards in the dragon pit. You really have to get in the pit to get rid of them, and if you get caught like that, all of a sudden you're just dead. Yeah,
absolutely, and that didn't work out. I feel pretty bad for the Zyra at the moment. Tucker getting unfortunately dying on cooldown at this point, walking back in, getting a kill again. But that doesn't mean this lane is over, because Mouse Mazing is 6, and we know that Sivir can start taking off in the late game. But we got to look around the map right now. We got the Volibear up by 13 CS in the top, doing the flips, getting the taunt off from Shen. Shen putting up the shield up, but unfortunately, I was mistaken before. The shield does not stop the bite damage since it's his ability.
It's just, right, it's just auto attacks, and it's not W's not an empowered auto attack. It's a
straight ability.
Meanwhile, a fight in the jungle.
We got Briggsworth versus. Oh, we got Galileo coming in. Gets the flash off from Hot Soup. Looking to get away. Uses the ultimate, the dragon form, Dragon's Descent, getting him out of there.
And Sedge did not have her own ult up, so she couldn't follow up once the. Oh! Meanwhile, Lucian Brand just dies to the Sivir.
Oh, in the bot lane. Here comes the damage coming out. We got the Ignite going. Jamu does the fancy feat, stepping away from Tucker. We have fights all over the map right now.
Oh yeah, if he didn't dodge that route, that would have been another kill.
Phoenix going in hard on that Vladimir right there too. Just chunked 75% of that damage.
There's too much going on.
We got stuff going on the top lane. We got That's My Jams, Briggsworth fading up there. We got Jamu, fancy feet, dodging all the skill shots in the bottom. He should probably just go back and heal, give up some of those plates.
I don't think he has much of a choice.
At this point, he's just going.
Did flash on him for that though, so.
Whew.
Man,
getting spicy here.
Too much action. Insane amount of action.
Yeah, exactly. We still have we still got Stand United. It's about to come back up. Galio ult is down. We have a lot of ults down. We've not seen the Hemo Plague yet. The kill pressure coming in from the Vladimir, but he's just getting plenty of life. The Phoenix taking his time, clearing the dragon wards, getting that ward control. We got MK Heat, and That's My Jams blasting it in the top lane right now, looking to just get some parity. But we're seeing Volibear start to pull ahead, just doing a lot of extra damage here. Just getting his bites off on cooldown, doing exactly what he needs to do in order to pressure this lane. That's My Jams needs to work a little bit on his tower farming since he's been missing it. But the blue team takes the dragon. Wow. Just muscles it. 4 men right in the bottom. Takes it right in front of 2.
Oh, and that taunt. Well, they.
Oh!
Oh, the Volibear passive is insane.
Oh my goodness.
That it was unlucky. I thought Volibear was for sure dead there, but nope.
So Volibear is the chosen of the storm, but
jeez.
Jmu getting his flash taken away in the bot lane, but Cobalt there looking to do some damage. They do a lot to hate Hot 5, but that's not quite enough. There are 3, and Brand is squished.
Yeah, man, there's just so much going on, but despite all that, it's only a 1k difference right now. And that only became very recently from the Volibear CS in that 1 kill. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
very close game.
There's a lot of back and forth going on right now. That's for certain.
But now they're gonna get maybe this whole tower here, which is a ton of gold.
Ooh, Hey Dude 5 using his Sanguine Pool in order to dodge the combo from Gallia, all the Justice Punch and Winds of War and all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah, well, he did use it at a pretty high amount of HP, so he almost took as much damage as you would have anyways. But
it's very true.
But he's Vladimir, so he's full HP again anyways.
That's true. No CC follow-up, no extra damage. And as Gallia's, I think damage would have been a little bit more. He does have...
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Got some attack power, got some ability power.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, so now this Shen is really starting to struggle against the Volibear. And he's despite being behind, he went Tiamat as one of his first items, which is not going to help him survive the Volibear. Yeah,
the thing about Tiamat that's nice is for Shen, it does help a lot with his farming. He has a really tough time otherwise. He can do it alright with the... but we got Briggsworth coming to the bot lane. Tucker looking to be his first target. Tucker gets the flash off on the ultimate, but we have a teleport coming in from the Vladimir. Gets the kill. No. That's my jams coming in right now. They're falling very low. Damage coming out. There's a lot of kills trading back and forth. The Brand all going back and forth, causing a lot of damage. Cobalt gets the kill in Hot Soup. Mouse Amazing falling very low. Hades 5 and Tucker not wanting to take this tower. They're not respecting that Brand damage.
No, they're not. Jeez. That was a very that Shen couldn't have appeared at a worse time. He spawned in as Sejuani died, so he was just surrounded by 4 people, which meant he was gonna die.
Meanwhile, in the top lane,
yep.
MK Heat getting that final the final plating before the tower falls down, and we got
and
Shen.
It's only 10 seconds until the armor falls off, so. You got that just in time, and now the turret's that last little bit's gonna be super easy to take out.
Yeah, we got a 1400 gold lead on the Volibear in the top lane right now, which is really big. He is a big bear.
Really strong. And the other thing I was gonna mention about that Tiamat before the fight started again, it makes it really hard to farm under turret, which is where Shen tends to be these days. So
yeah,
it makes it just extra tough for him to get CS, and as you can see, it's just he's missing a lot of them.
And that's really not where you want to be. If you're gonna play Shen, you're gonna have to be really confident in your CSing, which is hard to do on that champion.
Right.
As you know, he builds so much tank stats.
His Q helps a lot, but the Q's not always up. So.
That's very true. And at this point now, we're going to see it back. We should see is 1,300 gold in the bank. We're going to see some completion, probably the...
Sunfire right there.
Yep, gets the Sunfire cape, so it's going to be almost impossible for Shen to duel at any point in time in the next probably 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh,
We've got Briggsworth the bot lane right now. The Cobalt taking a ton of damage, but we got the Galio coming in, definitely going to get the knock up on Tucker. Going to go down to the Winds of War. Briggsworth taking it and chasing everyone off. We got 4 men at the bottom. So we're starting to see that team comp roaming, but we got a jungle matchup here. That's my jams, finding Hatsu.
He's just gonna put him down. Ooh,
wow.
Solo kill. Just couldn't. I think the Shen needed to try to taunt over that wall there, maybe try to save himself, but it wouldn't have mattered. Shyvana had Hurl and Flash, so you're not getting away. There's no escape.
Yeah, that was no good. Unfortunately, it just did look like it was too low. It was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Did not have the abilities up. All sorts of badness. But we got teams looking to do some objectives. We got the Sentinels taking the top side at the same time that Ocean is pushing for the bot. But Mouse Amazing is not giving this up for free, allowing himself to just be there, knowing that he has his support coming back in to push him away. Playing this well.
They don't have enough HP to dive that turret, so.
We got Vlad fading in from the bottom. From the mid, looking to push this bottom lane tower down, which has...
They might catch him. That was a lot of damage onto Lucian. Wow. Meanwhile, another fight top. as is tradition.
That's my jams falling very low. Hot
Oh.
Soup taking a lot of damage. If he takes one more turret shot, he's going down. But
Does
Volibear's
not.
really going in. He wants to prove himself.
And now he's kind of trapped, but he might be able to get both of them.
Oh, the Volibear
That's
passive.
one. That's one. Oh.
1 for 1. That was pretty good. That was very, very
That
aggressive
was-
on the Volibear.
That was. Yeah, it was a 1 for 1, but that was a very scarily close to being a 2 for 0 in the favor of the Volibear. So that's just a scary, intimidation from the top lane.
Oh, Jmu's got to be really careful, right? Oh, he puts the culling down, doing a lot of damage. Mouse Basic falling super low.
But yeah, he had heal, and Vlad was there too. So
That was a good heads-up play from Jmu. He did not need to be there necessarily, but we wanted to try to make something happen. Brigsworth doing some extra damage, gets Tucker right away and says goodbye. Thank you for the free 300 gold.
right, and I'm just noticing there, Jmu had flash and heal up, so he could have gotten out of there if he wanted to.
I think he definitely wanted that duel, huh?
He wanted that kill on Sivir.
But here they go. The call looks to be for Team Ocean to go for this Mountain Drake. Brigsworth falling very low. They're not going to have a smite in this one. Hot Soup 5 is going to be there, but Cobalt gets the kill off on it. Hey Dude 5 falling incredibly low as well. But MK Heat is here, and they got to be very careful because MK Heat's going to bring the fire right now. He's going to have to back it up.
Sejuani flashing in with about 100 HP.
Not what you want to see.
No. Well, but in the end of the day, it was a 2 for 1, and no objectives are taken.
Yeah, and you have to say at some point in time though, you have to give them credit because they're committing to the call. If the call is let's stay and fight, and you're like, dude, I got 100 health, and like, too bad, go in, and that's what he did.
Yeah, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to make the play, and that's you need to have that mentality when you're behind, because if you're too afraid to do anything, you're just gonna slowly bleed out, and that makes for a boring game.
Yeah, it's also very true, and I do like what I'm seeing right here because we have so far 22 kills, 18 minutes in the game, more than 1 kill a minute, and we do have a 5k gold lead on the Sentinel side, which does pretty much equate directly into Volibear and Sejuani in the jungle. They're the majority of the damage here, so the Volibear is going to be roaming around, doing a lot of damage here, but wherever he goes, they cannot go. So Shen is doing what Shen does best, has his ultimate not up yet, or his teleport, but he's just going to push. I think the team's looking to hold steady, potentially defend this dragon, while Shen takes the top lane. I don't know if they have the timer on that ultimate yet, but Shen is walking for a team fight. I don't know about this. I think he should just be staying on the top turret. They're committing to this dragon. They probably should just let it go. Yep, okay.
And yeah, Shyvana with fairly recent changes now does, I think it's 20% extra damage to dragons. So she takes them real fast and gains extra resists every dragon she gets. So getting those dragons is real important on Shyvana.
That's true, and they definitely committed to it. Unfortunately, just to point out what was going on, I do believe that we saw the Shen kind of coming down for the team fight, but in my opinion, should have just stayed top lane. Does have the Tiamat, does have the ability to push the waves up, and could have stayed on that turret, probably taking it down to maybe about a quarter health, maybe less, maybe even taking the turret, because he did lose a significant amount of time walking around.
Oh, and they're going in.
Going in on Phoenix. Phoenix just fails the flash of the wall, gets the quick thing up. Sejuani's ultimate does not hit any targets and gets the zoning ultimate off. That's my jams. Found himself in a 1v5 at the turret. He's got to go.
You need to get out of there, buddy.
But Cobalt is here right now. Tucker finding himself in front of the team again. Gets the flash out. Here comes the damage out from the brand. Let's see what comes down here. This is going to be a lot of brand damage coming out. Blasting through the team right now.
Can the brand do it?
They're getting the disengage off. MK Heat going a little bit too far, knowing that his Volibear passive is up. He is the chosen of the storm.
Volibear passive is so strong, and there's not. It's very frustrating because you don't see it until they get low already. So you're like, all right, let's finish him off, and then oh wait, he's gonna gain about 30% of his HP back. By the way,
that
and the snipe from Sivir there
was impressive, Mouse Mazing.
Oof.
That's exactly what you want to see from your AD carry. Heads up play, getting the awareness and where the damage is, throwing it out there, getting the kill.
That's the Sivir's boomerang has a real good distance to it. So yeah, you especially when you're that low and you don't have any armor, you gotta pay attention for it. And yeah, that brand is doing a lot of damage, but he's just having such a tough time staying in there. Once like he seems only to get a one rotation off before he's gotten chunked by everything around him, and one rotation isn't going to be enough to win these fights.
Yeah, absolutely. What we really need to see right now is we got 4 turrets on Sentinels. We got 0 on Ocean. Ocean's going to have to make some rotations. They're going to have to make some sacrifices. They need to start taking some turrets. They need that extra global gold to get themselves back in the game. They're down 6K, and that's going to start looking really gross because Mouse Mazing is up by 2K gold right now, has a fully completed Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver, which is not going to bode well in these team fights because those ricochets are just going to tear it up.
Yeah, the crit changes make Sivir pretty scary because in a team fight, those W ricochets just tear up a whole team. It can be really like it can be so unexpected.
Calling you. Ooh, MK Heat taking the damage. They did a lot of damage to MK. He's gonna have to flash out of there, but Brand still gets the kill. Galio showing up, getting this snipe kill off right there. MK Heat turning down his fire.
And there's that team fight comp we were looking for. They finally got a good. They only got one, but they got something.
They got an important one though. That is a vast quantity of gold. They essentially just made the gold even. That was definitely a shutdown. Yes.
Okay. I did not see how much gold that was.
I think it was only 450. Yeah. Cobalt though falling very low. Hatsu 5 getting the sneak around and the flash is going off. Wow.
Oh, meanwhile bot lane, that Sivir's just the minions saved Shen's life there. Sivir got stuck on the minions. It didn't matter if she was faster. She just the minions said, "We're not letting you through here."
Well, Sivir does not have her passive anymore. We got Jmu and we got Phoenix chasing. It looks like they're going to give it up as it looked like the team was fading down to give some support. But that is not a good sign when you look at your Sivir.
No.
And then you look at your Shen. And then you have Sivir chasing down a Shen. Does not bode well.
No, you really don't want to see that. But yeah, that Shen is... He really can't 1v1 that Sivir at all. He can't 1v1 any of these laners, so that's makes it harder for him to utilize his power. Oh, and here they go again.
Got Briggsworth being caught out right there from the Zyra.
They really they don't want us to break down anything here. They just want to fight.
Yeah, they really don't want to hear what we have to say, and that's really rude. But I appreciate you guys fighting though.
Yeah.
So we have the Air Drake right now. It looks like I believe that Sentinels might be able to take this one pretty convincingly. They have a mostly full health team, with Tucker being able to sit in the back of the Zyra. If they do go for the steal, red team picks it up. This might be a really dangerous thing for Ocean. They're in a wrong spot right now. Here comes the damage coming out, pouring it on. Mouse Mazing just ricocheting through the team. That is a double kill into a 5-4-0 ace.
A clean ace.
Oof.
For the blue Sentinels here, and man, like that's got to be frustrating because you see the Vlad there with about less than 200 HP there. The Sivir was super low. They actually almost pulled that fight out, but man.
But that's the problem, man. The Sivir, the 8-1 Sivir with the 2 fully completed items with the Ricochet at level, I think she was at least level 11, level 12 at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Level 13, yeah, that is disgusting.
It's bad news. It's bad news for them. But they still, Ocean's just gonna have to rely on getting that perfect team fight that they can pull off with this comp, where they get the Sedge
into the Galio knockup, into the
Galio knockup,
into the Shen taunt, into the Brand, everything.
Brand just melts everyone. Yeah, exactly. So
it is definitely possible. Even down 10k gold, that kind of combo will end that team. It will definitely. But they're gonna have to get just like we saw. If only they had the CC going the other direction, they could have taken that fight, like you said.
Right.
Even with the current money gap. But now it's gonna be difficult because
3 item Sivir right there, at 25 minutes or 26 minutes.
I hate to see it. I hate to.
That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to get through there.
If you're an Ocean fan, you're dreading that Sivir. If you are a Sentinels fan, you are going bananas over that Sivir right now.
Right. Because and here they
Here
go.
it comes. Coming in, they did find themselves in a choke right now. MK Heat looking to take the damage. We got Hatsu 5 fading to the backline. They're looking to take Jmu and Cobalt out. They're just going in on them. Phoenix looking to do some CC, but there's no one able to peel for Cobalt and Jmu, but they do get the kill.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so not so bad. 2 for 3. 2 for 3.
Significantly better team fight.
Considering their 10k go down, that a 2 for 3 is a fight they want. But now they're gonna teleport into the base. That's gonna be a turret gone.
Yeah, absolutely. What really comes down to here, Cobalt really needs to make some moves against Mouse Mazing. He has to blow.
Yep.
He has to blow his shield, and then he could get the kill on this though. Oh,
that's it.
No, come on. Oh,
Ooh,
the support
actually,
fight.
Not quite.
Supportal combat does not get it tuckered, burning down to almost nothing.
That burn, if he had one more auto off in there, he would have died.
Yeah, absolutely. That was fun supportal combat right there.
That Sivir just eviscerated everyone that got in her way in that fight. The 2 kills that Blue Sentinels got were actually on the 2 members that were not near Sivir. And so they were able to pick up that, and yeah, and I believe you're right. They got to catch that Sivir. That's how they win these fights. If they catch the Sivir first, it should be actually pretty easy. Yeah,
they really have to take it down. The hard part is they have the Volibear, which is well stocked, well fed. Does not has the Spectre's Cowl. Just picked up the Righteous Glory, but did not pick up the heal, the 30% more healing item, which makes him almost unkillable to this team.
I think he's about to get that.
He needs to. He's quite a gold away from it now. He did.
Another thing is.
Oh wait.
That was
just found the Zyra. Sivir's not here yet.
That was.
We got the 2v3 going in. Briggsworth, Cobalt falling low. MK Heat falling in. Phoenix gonna find himself in a rough position right here. Thankfully, he could have just gotten run down.
It's gonna be the inhib here.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, Sivir critting for 683 on minions right now. That's a lot of damage.
Crits for 400 on Galio.
And Galio has no armor now, actually.
Has not decided to buy armor yet. Think he might need to do that in the very near future if he wants to stand a chance of surviving versus the Vladimir, but versus the Sivir.
Sivir has 75% crit right now. So pretty much you can rely on taking a lot of crits if you're getting hit by ricochets. So there's no I think Ocean needs to get some itemizing here. They have no executioner. Oh, they do have 1 executioner's calling now.
Oh my goodness, Sentinels are just being jerks.
Man.
What is this? No!
Oh no!
Ocean's about to be sent to Davy Jones' locker right now. Phoenix going down.
Jeez, and that's Baron.
That is Jmu going down. They are just that was just mean. That was mean spirited.
That was the right play though. They were like they're gonna go try to get some Baron vision. We'll catch them, and they sure did.
Absolutely. There's no way Baron lives for anything longer than 25 seconds with this Sivir the way it is. 1,000 gold bounty on Sivir, 800 gold bounty on Vladimir, 450 apiece on the support and the jungle. The only one without a bounty right now is the bear.
Right, and they already have supers in the base, so Ocean's gonna have a lot. They need that perfect team fight, and they need it right now.
You are 100% correct, because this is looking pretty bad. They're gonna go immediately pull this Infernal Dragon, getting in the trifecta of Air, Mountain, Infernal, which is gonna make them fast, damaging, and taking objectives at insane speeds.
Oh,
so here it comes. This is it.
Here it comes.
So what do we got as far as ultimates? It's got the check. We got ultimates available. Literally every ultimate in the game is available right now.
That's right.
So this is the big fight coming up.
And there's still 5 flashes that aren't down right now. 3 on Sentinels are down, and 2 on Sentinels, I should say, and 3 on Ocean.
Oh, here we go. Briggsworth does dodge it. We got Volibear going in. We got the Sivir ult going out right now. They are prepared to go. They want to take this inhibitor back down. Everyone is getting themselves into position. Let's see if we can get this perfect sedge ult. They are grouped up right now. Let's see it. Hits one of them with it. Here comes the damage coming out right now. We see the Galio ult coming out. Oh, but it interrupts the Galio before he gets it off the
God.
melted.
Oh, man.
That was an ocean fondue.
Now, the fight was looking promising there for a second, and then the damage just got turned on, and Ocean disappeared.
Looked promising, then we saw the Vlad ult, we saw the Ricochet, we saw everything coming out, and that was just game over for Ocean.
Wow. Alright, well, that's game 1 in the books.
That's right, game 1 going to Ocean. I'm going to take it right back. We're going to do a very short break, and then we'll be coming back with game 2 of Team Ocean versus Team Sentinel. Don't go away. Adding an additional 2 minutes onto there so we can get the team set up for the matches. Be right back. Welcome back to Season 4, Week number 1 of the Rekt League with the Sentinels versus Team Ocean. The first game going to the Sentinels in a strong fashion. Paco, what do you think about that first game? What do you think Ocean needs to do to come back in this game number 2?
Well, Sentinels were looking real scary towards the end of that game. Sivir was just cleaning everyone up, and it wasn't great. But Ocean had some good points. They had the right idea in their comp. They just need to execute it on the right targets, I think. If they're able to kill, I think their way to victory here is to try to kill the ADC right away, and then go from there. These front to back. Well, I guess it'll depend on the comp they pick this time, but.
That's true. So at this point, I'm looking to see what Ocean can do in order to get themselves back into it. But this is going to be game number 2 for our week in our best of 2 series.
That's right.
Right, and so we're going to see what we do here. We jumping back into the champion select. This time, Blue Sentinels on the blue side, and Ocean recovering from their previous loss in their Ocean of Blood on the red.
That's right, and it'll be interesting to see if any of these bans change, especially coming from Ocean, because I feel like taking away that Sivir might be the way to go.
I think it's true. To me, it almost depends like what they see as far as the other team, because Sivir was their choice to like round out their walk at you comp. But clearly Mouse Mazing is amazing. So
that's right. And but that's the other thing is you know they banned those original bans for a reason, and they've already taken one tough loss. You give them the comfort picks now. It's a tough decision you have to make. That's
very true. And really what we're seeing here is I think we're seeing some of the they no longer wanted to see that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know, that's fine. I agree with you. Just taking away the thing that just crushed you in the last game. It was hard to take advantage of. It caused a lot of damage to not go through from Cobalt, who really I think would have carried that game really hard had those Sivir shields not prevented 300 damage at a time.
Right, and I think getting rid of the Sivir really just removes the entire idea of the run at you comp just in general. Just the Sivir ult really is very effective at allowing that strat to work. Without the Sivir, it's a much tougher strat to do. So
that's true.
A lot.
So we got our bans out in place. They're looking to take away Lucian and Sivir away from Mouse Mazing, and while taking Hot Tube 5 off of the Nocturne on side of Ocean.
That's right.
And then we have Ari, Malzahar, and Kennen all being taken away. I'm assuming Kennen from the top lane, Malzahar and Ari from the mid lane. But then we go directly to what we have here. So we have, going back, KD5 probably rocking the Vladimir again in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And this time, look who's being picked up on Ocean.
Right. Oh, true. And that Vlad last game did, he was really strong. He just it was a little subtler in that game just because the entire team was just, you know, everyone was strong. It's hard to pick a, you know, an MVP there. I don't know.
It's true. No, I agree with you. It was well played. Vlad did a lot of damage as well. It's hard to outshine Sivir, is what I think we're going
exactly.
for, right?
That's what I was going for. Exactly.
But really, the comp did work well together, and that was nice. But we see a hover over Master Yi right now. Mr. Yi going to be coming out into the jungle. We'll see for the
they got
jerks.
Scared. They got scared.
Okay. Trolling the casters.
To be fair, picking the Master Yi up that early in the comp, or really at all, is a little questionable. But you know,
that's true. I think you're just showing it off. Good on you, Hot Soup 5.
Yeah, I feel like Master Yi into Sion Zyra is already not so great. So
yeah, it feels bad. You definitely don't want to see Sion on the opposing team if you're playing Master Yi. But I do want to compliment Ocean for picking up the Sion and the Sejuani right now. They got, again, tremendous amount of crowd control.
And adding the Zyra to that, to that comp is, they have a lot of CC already, and they still have 2 more picks to go. Although, you know, ADC tends to not have a lot of CC.
But we can, who knows? Maybe we'll see a Kalista coming out.
Yeah, could see Ashe or Varus too. Yeah, right. They have CC in their ults.
So we got the Caitlyn being taken away from Mouse Amazing. They're looking to target the AD carry, who's been clearly shown to do a heavy lifting on Ta's side of Sentinels.
Right.
But we got Bard being picked up. I want to give some credit to Tucker.
Yeah, I didn't see that. All right.
That is a 10,000 IQ pick. That is one of those things that you have to be very confident in your ability to play 5v5 in order to hit those Bard ultimates without totally ruining your team.
That's it takes a lot of coordination to get those Bard offs correctly, because if you hit too many targets or too few, you ruin the team fight entirely. So,
yeah.
You really gotta hit exactly what you want. And the 4th ADC ban coming out, not too surprising, but
yeah, they really want to put Mouse Amazing on something that can potentially slam. So I'm really interested with all these ADCs they're taking away. What is Jmu going to play in the bot lane?
That's a good question. There's always another ADC ban.
Okay, so Mouse Amazing does not play Kai'Sa. We have some information. Jmu does potentially. But what are we going to see here? We have a ton of CC. We need some sort of powerful AD carry, or potentially more. Oh, okay.
Ooh, there's a Jinx.
Okay.
I think Draven might be the way to go here.
I would love to see a Draven Bard. I would love to see that.
Yeah, Draven Bard is not fun to deal with.
You just get poked into oblivion. Ooh,
Kog'Maw. Okay.
I've not seen a Kog'Maw in a long time. For those of you out there, our bug friend right there just loves to eat, and he gets insane amounts of attack damage, attack speed, and really starts spitting these long-distance goo shots all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a late-game hyper carry if I've ever seen one. So protect the Kog'Maw. Okay.
And they went for the Ivern, too. Wow, this is an interesting composition they have here.
Bard, Ivern, Malphite, Vlad, Cog.
It's a little over the place. But it accomplishes a lot of things. Yeah, it accomplishes things.
You're not wrong.
They've got a decent front line. They've got plenty of peel for the Kog'Maw. It's like a protect the Kog'Maw comp, but also like AP Malphite and Vlad. Maybe it's top lane. Okay, never mind. It's tank Malphite.
It's still going to be, the thing is, the Malphite and the Sion, as we've already seen from previous Rekt League games, Malphite does pretty well into Sion. We've seen, in general, that's a good matchup. So we have a winning lane in the top lane. We have Ivern and Sejuani. Sejuani's not really known for her dueling presence, so Ivern really can kind of get away with a lot of stuff in the jungle. Vladimir into Cassiopeia is actually, I think Cassiopeia is going to do a lot of damage to Vlad this time around.
I think that'll be an interesting matchup, because Cass has to be careful not to spend all her mana, but if she gets the right play onto the Vlad, she kill that guy.
I would not be surprised to see Jinx and Zyra really take this bot lane. Kog'Maw and Bard is significantly harder to manage, right? Like they have a higher skill ceiling. Their positioning is so key that if Bard finds himself in the wrong position trying to get a double up on his stun ability, leash it to the wall or whatever, he's just gonna get exploded by the. If he gets it with a root, he's dead. And, they have the Zyra into Jinx, Zyra root into Jinx root. Ugh.
Oh yeah. If a Zyra root lands and Jinx is in range to throw her traps down, that person is dead, 100%. And yeah, the other tough thing, Kog'Maw obviously needs some time to scale. So it's gonna be a tough early game. But even Bard too, before he collects a lot of chimes, which requires roaming, leaving the Kog'Maw even more vulnerable.
We'll see indeed. We just got a, for funsies, whoopsies, I have to turn off my alert box. A little reminder for those of you, if you'd be watching the Infernal game that's being done on the stream live right now. Somebody just donated. Thank you for the donation. Dainty Taco, appreciate it. From yesterday. But thank you all the same. So yeah, we're going to have to really see how Mouse Maze is going to play this one. Thus far, he's been showing that he is amazing indeed. And he's a rodent after my own heart, from Ratty Z to Mouse Mazing. I appreciate the good light. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. But here's the thing, though. First off, they are DST12, whatever that stands for. I'm not sure. Specifically, I'll have to ask him later. But what I am going to have to say, though, is my boy Phoenix put a Z at the end of his name, so he is now Phoenix Z. So I am also feeling that name as well, coming from Ratty Z. So that's my boy on Cassiopeia. I'm rooting for him to really show us how it's done in the mid lane right now. I want him to feel good and take it to the house. I want to see that Vlad fall into that crimson pool of blood and just fall over right afterwards. They're also rocking the Scion. How could I not love this team comp going on at Team Ocean? Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yep, so right now it's just currently loading up on the machine. As soon as it gets there, I'll be switching back over so we can see the skin battle.
Oh, there it is. Oh, a solid showing from both teams.
Again, we got 4 skins on the blue side. We got 4 skins on the red side right now. A little more balance. Perhaps that extra skin on Team Sentinels is what sent them over the edge.
Yeah, sometimes too many skins can cause you issues. I don't know. I feel like Candyland Ivern is a pretty good skin. And we are missing out on that this game, unfortunately.
I agree. We'll just have to look at a normal tree roaming through the jungle instead of the most fancy tree I've ever seen.
And his Cupcake Daisy, yeah.
Indeed. But we got the Cassiopeia also being the standard Snake Lady Cassiopeia versus the lot of other options out there. But I do love to see Dragon, Sorceress Zyra, and Star Guardian Jinx going to be throwing out some purple delightfulness in the bot lane.
Oh, yeah. Zyra was on Sentinels was running Zyra the first game, right?
Correct. On Tucker.
So we get to see a different Zyra here. So see if he can,
show us how it's done.
Like, this is how you play Zyra. Come on.
I also do like to see Bard. That's a good one.
Bard, great one. It's too bad they did pick Draven because the Draven Bard lane is unstoppable.
It's really unfortunate. I feel really bad for those who play against it, but I also want to see the Mecha Zero skin. Oh, he chose the flames in this one.
Ooh, styling.
That's my jams, not showing off a specific color probably, but wanted to get those flames on there. All right, we'll see how he plays that sign on the top side. But now we come for the level 1 beginnings. It looks like we got a lot of pings going off.
There's
all
a
over the
lot of
place.
things going off, and they're looking to pull off something here on this
Oh no! He's gonna have to flash over the wall immediately. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was some
That's
cruelty.
wow. Whoa. He's putting some damage back on that Bard though.
Yeah,
Bard's have to back.
that Scion passive is plenty of damage, but
Oh yeah.
But again, Sentinels really taking advantage of that level 1, putting Ocean at a big disadvantage. That was 4 assists and a kill immediately.
Right. And now Ivern got it, I would say that's not exactly the ideal target.
That's the least ideal
for
target.
The kill.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still gold. He gets to start. Actually, he gets to start the game with boots, which is gonna tremendously increase his clear speed.
That is true. That is true. Without having to actually kill the camps, and just needs to talk to them and communicate. Getting
Just
to each
run
camp
around
faster is going to be where it's at, as we'll see here. Let's take a look. Look at this chalking. What's up, guy? All right, see ya.
Oh, I'll be back.
Be back in was it 30 seconds? Take away.
That long? Wow.
At the beginning of the game, it's slow.
true.
It gets faster as it goes on. But so we got some of the battles going on right now. We got Jmu and we got Cobalt looking in the bot lane. Bard throwing off his
Aggressive Q right
Q
there.
abilities, Cosmic Binding.
Wow. And Zyra's starting the game with that Sweeper's Lens. You see it, every once in a while, but not super common.
Yeah, specifically that vision is so important, but I think Cobalt really wants to control the brush, right? Because
it worked.
Yeah, he's shown that he can do a lot of damage when he controls the brush. And we see a lot of the poke going off, the Malphite just spamming his Q on cooldown on the Scion. Looking to do everything it possibly can here. So we have Zyra sitting on a ton of plants around him right now. So that's the nice part about Zyra. You have that disengage, you have that potential, no one's going to walk into you. But you got a Bard Kog'Maw, that's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah, so far, this is... by this time, we already had 2 kills, so this is a tame in comparison to last game. with only 1.
So correct. Unbelievable. This is basically a snore fest right now.
Right. Right.
But when it comes down to, we got Phoenix doing a lot of damage to Hey 5, pushing him out. As you can see, the difference between the Gallia and the Cassiopeia in this matchup.
Yeah, Cass definitely has advantage early. Basically, as long as she has mana, she's gonna have the strength in lane. But
absolutely. We have Tucker right now. Tucker hit a really good binding, did a ton of damage to Jmu. But Mouse Mazing got hit by the snare from Cobalt, so we got a lot of damage flying back and forth in the bot lane. Ooh, the Scion just barely misses his full power decimating smash.
He got a little greedy with it. He thought he could get more damage, and not quite.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be a little crafty with that. You have to realize what you have and not go for broke.
That Malphite's out of mana now, so Scion is gonna have can kind of just do whatever he wants, and really Malphite can just back and TP, but he hasn't yet, so...
Yeah, really what Malphite should be doing is not what he's trying to do right now.
Right.
He should not be just walking up and punching Scion, who has a full mana pool and plenty of shields.
He should be trying to back right now, maybe grab himself a refillable potion, or, some mana, and some means of mana.
I think honestly he just needs to hang out right now. I think he doesn't even need to do much because the wave is pushing towards him. So
I guess you're right. Yeah.
He'll be fine. He doesn't even have to leave. He can just hang out, just do his thing.
Ooh, Kog'Maw just barely not getting snared there.
But Hot 2-5 rolling into lane, hits the root on Cobalt. That was the target. He definitely wanted to do that. Ooh, the slow coming out from the shield damage. The flash coming off the bar, defending the wall. Mouse Mazing gets the kill on the Jmu. Woo!
That it was a walk of. They were walking away. They looked like they could have gotten away, almost. But that bar just flash stunned, and there's nothing you can do from there.
You have to give credit to Tucker on that play. Well,
Yeah.
Number one, there are two things that went incredibly well in that play. Hot Soup 5 rolled into the lane with a quickness. He already has Moby boots. So he
Wow.
rolled into that lane in insane speeds, which they could not be prepared for. They did not see that on the map until he showed up. We got Briggsworth coming to the top lane, looking to protect against just anything weird going on from MK Heat 12. Scion getting that very low. Malphite is very low. Briggsworth might have wanted to stay and do a quick dive onto this. I
But
think it would have been an easy kill.
Nobody has mana, which means there's just two big guys that are hitting things. Not gonna end up doing a lot of damage. So I don't know if anyone's gonna die. But
Yeah, that's true.
looks like Science backing off anyway. Well, they're
Yeah,
gonna
look-
reset and try to get back to that lane.
So we got 2 kills up thus far for Sentinels. They're starting to play this map well, and it's going to be really challenging for them to, for Ocean to really start to take this back. Because right now you're looking at mental fatigue as well. Like down 2-0
Right.
in the beginning of the game. It feels bad. You got the Kog'Maw with the kill too, which you really didn't want to see.
Oh no. Yeah, you really don't want to let Kog'Maw get anything early because he will snowball that into a tremendous amount of damage from a very long range. That it's really frustrating because you get hit with 3 R's and all of a sudden you're at half HP. Now you can't fight. You just have to give up all your CS.
That's so true. And
That's not fun for anybody.
right now it looks like Cobalt and Jmu looking to try to take a little bit of lane control back. To Jmu's credit, he does have farm equal to Kog'Maw, which is great even with that kill being taken away from him. So he's been farming very well.
Yeah, but he's got that big wave in the turret. Although he's missed a decent amount of it, so he actually will. He'll have somewhat of a lead, but not a ton.
Yeah.
Just 5 CS or so.
Still pretty good though, considering that he is down a kill. Did have to take that death and walk back into lane.
Exactly. Yeah. And Jinx still does have flash, so a repeat gank which looks like it has the potential of happening right now. He can at least have some ability to survive it.
Decimating full smash on the top lane right now. Both of them reaching level 6. We got the Bard coming in. Jmu backing up. We got the flash out of Cobalt.
Okay.
Zap going down, so we see some attention in the bot lane. Let's see if we see Sejuani show up anywhere. We have 2 ults on the top. Especially with the Scion ultimate and the Sejuani ultimate, they can do plenty of damage. Scion bullying him out of lane right now.
That Scion's starting to just hurt, and he's already just such a Scion's a
Amazing
good
champion is
for-
what you're saying. Amazing. Best
Yeah,
champion.
That's what I was gonna say. Scion's, I think it's on his W.
Yes.
He gets permanent HP off of killing minions. Makes him as long as you can CS, you're gonna be a real formidable champion. Just roaming around the rift. He's already looking pretty tanky with only a ruby crystal. So
Ruby Crystal and a Doran Shield.
exactly. That gives HP, doesn't it? Too?
Yeah, just a little bit though, 80. Not enough to be an incredible amount with his 1500 health almost already, 1451.
1500 health already. That's, you don't want to see that. Ooh, and he spots Bard with the ward, but decides not to go do anything with it.
Phoenix looking to back up his jungler, which is good play. You definitely want to get Sejuani a little further ahead. Definitely have not seen showing up in the lane for presence yet, but we want to see that soon. Tucker finding himself in a problematic position, but being Bard gets himself out of there with a magical journey.
That's right. And really, despite other than the 2 kills, all the lanes are relatively even. No one's ahead by more than 10 CS at the moment. So this is a certainly slower game, but also much more even. Yeah, by now I think we had at least 10 kills?
Yeah, I think so. There's definitely more than 1 a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That might have been, I'm not sure if that increased or decreased over the game, so. But yeah, we definitely had 2 kills is tame compared to last game for sure.
Oh, Phoenix is coming in, looking to see if they can get the play. Mouse Amazing. Tucker going to find himself in a bad position, but gets the... the double flash is going off. That was great for Mouse Amazing. Good prediction.
Oh,
Phoenix
missed
falling
the ult.
very low, though. Oh, gets sniped out by Tucker. But we had the Sejuani coming in from the back, although not going to really find anything. They're chasing him down. Think they'll need to do that. Walking away. Vlad shows up as well. All right. Okay.
All that for 1 kill.
Phoenix had a good idea that came to it. I think they should have immediately, just as soon as those flashes went off, just left.
Yep. That's sometimes that's just what you have to. A successful game can be just taking flashes.
Ooh, the damage coming out from Cobalt right now, trying to put it out there, but the blue team takes the dragon and they're trying to get the escape. They get the chompers slowing them down. Backing away, they see the bard. No one goes through the magical journey today. Just hang out.
Yeah. The great thing about Jinx is that she can completely cover one of those entrances with her traps, but that's the great thing about Bard is he has a magical journey that can just bypass that thing. Fortunately, it looked like it wasn't quite off of cooldown at the right time, so they weren't able to pull off the play. Man, those Kog'Maw R's are already doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know they're starting at a pretty good 100 to 150 so far, 130 to 100 and 200 damage so far. And they start getting execute damage when they get up there, 250, which can get pretty high. Oh, but Jemu just putting on a clinic on doing damage.
Wow.
Oh
man! And Bard's gonna run away.
Cobalt falling very low, but Bard. Oh, the double kill from Jemu. That was well played by Jemu, and Cobalt really bringing it back for the bot lane, saying, "Don't worry about this, guys. Get my backpack."
Oh, do you think you do damage, Kog'Maw? Let me show you what damage is.
That was solid. A lot of sidestepping there, a lot of good play. We got Phoenix being brought down potentially just to take the turret, take some plating off of it as soon as possible. Calling in Hot 2-5 to potentially prevent some turrets being taken up, but they got one down.
They'll get 2 here, and then probably back out.
I think so, yeah.
Just like that, and now the gold is now completely
in their favor.
In their favor, even, yeah.
Yeah, they're up by 200 gold right now. That is pretty good.
That's 4 whole potions.
Exactly, and what you like to see is that the Jinx getting the money too. But we got Tucker coming in. I don't know if he wants this fight. Hold on, if he's by himself, Phoenix, just do your thing. Yeah, just kill him.
Just kill him.
Just to say,
Bard was about 1 pixel away from turret range, so if he had been in there, that might have been a dead Bard.
Exactly, and honestly, I think Phoenix might have been hoping for that, right? Maybe that's why he held his ultimate.
I think that's what his plan was. Yeah.
It's very possible he could have, as soon as Bard came through that magical journey, he could have just ulted him and just killed him literally around the spot.
That's right. And man, this bot lane is just putting the pressure on here. But they have. Oh wow!
Hot 2-5 put himself in a bad position, getting caught up, having to flash. Oh, takes it.
That was a little disrespectful. They thought they had all the power there, you know, collapsing on the turret.
The flash from Cobalt. He's feeling himself right now. Jemu with the follow-up on the super mega death rocket.
Wow.
Fulfilling the destiny of that rocket, taking him down. That is 2 kills in a quick succession, bringing them back to the driver's seat in the bot lane here.
And Jemu is starting to get really strong.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see in this, James. Exactly right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got the 3-man Bardo. Can they make a play off of it?
Jamus is about to get some big damage on him right now, but we got this. They're going up to Sejuani. They're going to have to switch to Jamu. They need to back him up if they want him to survive this.
Jinx, you should flash.
There it is. Waited till after it. Oh!
Oh, man. And Jinx got the cleanup. That's... Oh, man.
Jamu with the zap! Gets him for that final kill. Baiting him in there, saving that flash till the last moments. Playing it like a boss. Well done.
Very well played. He was scaring me there a little bit, holding on to that flash for so long, but he used it in time, and that's all that matters. Oh.
See, this is what you're seeing now in the top lane, though. That's my Jams chilling on the Scion, up 20 CS with down by 1 kill because he got killed in the beginning, but now he's starting to become that unkillable tank. He opted to go for that Spectre's Cowl and Mercury Tread, so he is not slow very long. He does not take poke damage. And he's CSing well, so he's got a little over 2,000 health. So he is going to be very, very hard to kill.
Yes. And I'm hoping he turns that Spectre's Cowl, and it looks like it because he's already got the bead too. I'm hoping he turns that into an adaptive helm, because that'll make
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Vlad and Kog'Maw, especially with his W, I believe, is magic damage.
Yep.
So having that adaptive helm is gonna mitigate so much damage from this Blue Sentinels team.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. There's a lot going on here that he could really identify, and having adaptive helm gives you a ton of help.
Yeah, adaptive helm is just a super good item. And oh, a little trade onto Jmu there. Nothing too bad.
Let's see what he does. He's sitting with 1,200 gold right now, so Sion's about to make a big purchase. We'll see what he picks up.
Oh yeah. I believe adaptive helm would be 16 from 1,600, I should say, from the Spectre's cowl. So not quite there.
Oh, that's my jam. So I'm trying to set up the bait.
They're fighting.
Boom.
Wow. A lot of damage.
We got fighting going down the bot lane right now. Oh, Super Mega Death Rocket bringing everyone very low. Briggsworth tanking it up. Daisy going down, the raid boss, but Jmu Cobalt going very low. Everyone getting there, but Phoenix is looking to clean it up, but he gets hit by the stun.
Oh man, they yeah.
Let's see what they do here.
Blue Sentinels did a great job there.
Ooh, Bartle.
Getting the Jinx really low.
And
they're fighting again.
Damage coming out. Phoenix has to be very careful. Phoenix slays Mouth Mazing. Mouth Mazing is looking for the Kog'Maw passive, the Icathian surprise, but it hits no one.
Surprises no one. That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Yeah, all of a sudden this Kog'Maw she's struggling a little bit now. He's 3 deaths in a row, I think.
So I think you might be calling it correctly in the top lane. Sion saving him. He has not gone back yet. He has 1,500 gold. Looking to see if he can't make this 1,600 before he goes back. Perhaps to get that adaptive helm and 1 purchase.
And so that's the dream, right?
I think he can do it if he gets this cannon minion.
Oh yeah. Don't
Got
miss
it.
the cannon. That's a when
That's
when you only need that like 70-80 gold for your purchase and you miss the cannon, you're just like, oh no, what do I do now? Do I wait a whole wave?
Yeah, it's huge. That feels really bad. That is literally wasting 45 seconds of your time.
Yep. And there's the adaptive helm.
Straight up, 1 purchase.
Oh, he's gonna die. Wow. Okay.
Fortunately, I missed that one, so let me know what happened. Give me the rundown.
Bard was trying to clear a pink ward. He succeeded, but Zyra rooted him, Jinx was in the area, and Bard just melted.
Well, congrats to that succeeding on the pink ward. They traded 75 gold for at least 300 and probably 450, considering there's probably an assist on that.
And it also gives him dragon, but you know. Yeah, that was getting those pink wards is important, but it's not worth your life. Bard's a ranged champion, so I'm pretty sure he could have taken it out over the wall and been much safer. Oh wow, that didn't land on the Kog'Maw.
How?
Yeah.
Anyway, Bard just missed the stun. Unfortunately, there's a lot of damage coming out, but the Chompers picks up 2. We got a 4v3 in the bot lane, but they're able to just walk away.
That's now seeing as he is Bard,
Phoenix in the mid.
Know that timing a little bit better, but
I think he got a little antsy. You just want to make it happen.
It happens every once in a while. It's not, you mistime it. That's okay.
Well, here's the delicious thing, though. Phoenix takes the first turret in the mid lane, giving him 450 gold, putting him at about 1,200. He almost might have a needlessly large in a second here.
Yeah, we're talking up this Jinx here, and Phoenix has just been quietly just putting a ton of pressure onto mid lane. In
farming very well, second highest farm, competing for the highest farm on the map right now with the Kog'Maw.
It's real close. He just got a wave, so he's a little ahead. But Cass is getting a wave now, so 2, 1, it's tied.
They're doing their thing, definitely going back and forth. Phoenix is going to be losing it here because Kog'Maw does have a wave to fight for, but depending on what they do here, but we do have a Sion battling 2 in the top lane. We got Briggsworth coming in for the thing. He was definitely wanted to.
They're just going to kill Daisy and take that 50 gold. Not so bad.
They're exerting their will upon the top lane right now, but they're falling too low. Briggsworth took a lot of poke damage throughout this.
Oh, yeah.
Although Phoenix is there, if they wanted to bait this a little further, they could do a ton.
If you can get that stun off the castle, that would be great, but I don't know if they're going to get that.
But instead we got the brushes. We got 3 in the top lane looking to push it up, do some damage to this turret potentially. We're going to have to see here. Blue turret goes down in the bot lane. They just got a free one on that one. Just pushed it on back.
Oh, yeah.
As we saw the Bard roaming to the top side of the map. So nothing Kog'Maw really wants to do versus Zyra Jinx. 5-1 Jinx and 1-0 Zyra. No thanks.
Yeah, the Jinx Zyra is just too strong. Even if Bard was there, they couldn't have done anything. So Kog'Maw's just going to keep his really quite good CS despite the fact that he's died 3 times. And just try to scale up.
And that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think that's what Blue Sentinels' plan is here. They need to, be patient, scale up a little bit more, because the Kog'Maw and the Vlad will be very scary late game. The problem is the Cass and the Jinx will also be very scary late game, and they're already scary. So they're now they need to find some good picks, I think.
I hope so.
And Zyra keeping up that vision game.
So other than that, we just got to see a little bit of... So now Ocean's in the driver's seat. They're going to have to make some moves here. They have a lot going on. They got the Bard looking to do some action here. The Bard in the top lane, which means they're going to have a free lane elsewhere. Sion's looking to find a way to do his ultimate. He just gives him a free lane for that. I think Bard should just stepped in front of that.
Honestly, I think that Sion might have been able to just straight up fight that. Malphite doesn't do a lot of damage, and he already has an adaptive helm. Like,
that's true.
He might have been able to just kill the Bard.
Malphite did go directly for an Iceborne, though, so he might have been able to kite that out a bit.
True.
That's the main thing. Bard and Iceborne Gauntlet, it would have been really hard to get away from all that, so he just...
Yeah. It's like, you know what, I'll just ult. It's me.
Yeah, exactly. And Bard just kind of like let him get a free lane for that, too. He's like, alright, here you go. Bye. Sion is past level 11 as well, so his ult's on a 90-second cooldown. Which it's not very long. He's going to be back up before, he's going to go back and come back as it all, and just be back up.
So, yeah, Sion ult can be very strong, and I'm surprised it's only a 90-second cooldown.
Yeah, it goes to like 40 seconds at rank 16, so it's pretty good. But I mean, it's kind of like needed for his kid. If he didn't have that, he'd be kind of weird. He'd be a weird champion.
True.
In a weird space.
Meanwhile, it looks like we're setting up for a dragon fight here.
And we have the first Mountain Drake, which is really important for this Ocean team.
Ivern put up some bushes that are ending up being in his detriment. Looking at it now, I realize, with the Ivern bushes that he can put down in the Bard ult, and here they go.
Here it comes. All right, they're gonna take this team fight right here. Oh, with the 3-person stun right now, and coming down, the damage really there. The CC layering going up nicely, although they have the redemption coming in. The Malphite coming up from the backside, looking to snipe out Phoenix, falling very low. Getting the kite up, but Mouse Mazing gets the kill from a distance with the artillery. But that's my jams, going to the back lane, looking to hold him down. Trying to put the damage on the Kog'Maw. Can they kill him in time? The flash gets away. Briggsworth and Jmu Cobalt looking to chase down Hot Soup 5. Has to flash. Do they let him go? They let him go. That was a 4-for-1.
And they get the dragon.
Big fight for Ocean there, really showing that they can take it.
Yeah, and they started that fight just really well, with the cast stun on, I think he only hit the stun on one, but the stun plus the slow into the Sedgel really just made that fight really tough for the Blue Sentinels, because they were down 2 men almost right away.
Yeah, agreed.
But Sedge getting caught out. That's a dead Sedge.
A little too long. Good. Looking to bait, perhaps.
Wow. How did Sedge not deserve to live? Bard with the questionable flash.
Putting himself in a weird position, unfortunately. But he if he would have hit that, it would have been potentially a dead Cobalt.
If he tapped on the Sejuani at all, that Sejuani would have died. But
I think it was they were looking for the Zyra. She was trying to like push them back, and maybe they could have followed up with that. I doubt it. I think he was just overambitious there. But the Sion just looking to brawl right now.
Yeah. Well, Sion was trying to take the scuttle away, but Ivern did his Ivern thing. So you can't steal that way. You just feel like, nope, it's gone. It's mine now.
Yeah, his thing is he talks to the friends. His passive is Friends of the Forest. And after, especially level, I think it's level 11 or maybe it's 8 or 9. I can't remember which level. But at some point in time, yeah, it'll be automatic. He'll talk to him. He'll put a circle around him and he'll stick it. And if he smites it, it goes an instant take.
Right.
So he's hard to smite away from. But he does not do that to Baron Nashor or dragons. Just
and smiting it,
jungle.
I think smiting it heals him a lot because not only does he have the redemption and he actually has, I think 30% extra healing power there. Oh no, it's only 20. That's right. He has 20% extra healing power there, and I believe when he collects a camp, he heals a little bit too. So.
Absolutely. Turret's going down on the top side, looking to take that to a 3-0 turret take right off the team motion. Phoenix gets tagged by the Cosmic Binding, his name, but Cyan being untouched in the top, looking to push this down. Malphite's going to have to respond to this, making a 4v4 in the mid lane. It's been working out so far.
Cyan only 0-1-2, but he's doing the top lane job. He's an island right now, and he's just putting that pressure on, forcing Malphite to be up here. Because Malphite really wants to be with it. Oh wow!
Wow, Briggsworth going in right now. This is a really good ultimate from the Bard though, stopping the damage coming out from Cobalt and Jamu getting hit by it, but it's a little too late.
It didn't matter. Oh man, that Jinx is very. Here we have another showcase ADC game. It's like so.
Jamu with that triple.
Wow, he's 10-1, just like that.
He's saying, nice Sivir, friend. I'm going to play my Jinx, and we'll see how you feel after this game. I'd like to see the back and forth, really showing that the ADCs are putting it on their shoulders this game.
Right.
But really you got to look at what Cobalt's doing for Jamu, giving him the spacing. You got to look at how Cyan is absorbing all the pressure, all the damage. Cobalt!
Someone, but the cost, what it costs
was his life.
Yeah, I believe, was that a shutdown under the... No, it was not.
No, he was 1-0-12 with 14 CS. There was definitely no shutdown.
That's fair. That's fair. That's right. Man. But yeah, as I was trying to say earlier, that right now the blue Sentinels, I think they need to get Malphite to ult onto the Jinx, and they just need to blow the Jinx up. Without, and they can definitely win fights without Jinx there, but if Jinx is there, I think they just don't have a lot of fights they can win.
Agreed. Especially because he already has the Ruden's Hurricane and the Rapid Fire and Infinity Edge. This is like the classic team fight build. Jinx is going to be throwing out these rockets that are going to crit for amazing damage, and they're going to hit 3 targets, and they're just going to destroy them all. Especially with the CC that you have from the Cyan ult and the Sejuani ult and the Cassiopeia ult.
Oh man. Jinx has a full item on the Kog'Maw right now, so that's really scary.
That's true.
That's a 75% crit chance right now, so and extra range on those rockets. Plus he shoots 2 extra ones just for good measure. So really, right now the Jamu's in a position where he can just shoot a rocket out at like, really long range, probably at least like 800. I don't know the math on that.
They're probably 800 range. It's probably right.
Yeah, probably 800 range.
First rocket.
And if that crits into a team, that could almost take out half a person's health in one auto attack.
Ooh,
meanwhile,
5 in the wrong
Ivern
town.
He's gonna live.
Redemptioning himself, but
now.
he is essentially out of the fight. Cyan taking a boatload of damage, but getting chain CC'd.
Wow.
Still does not die after all of that. Did not pop his Gargoyle Stone Plate even through all that.
Interesting decision. Both teams catching one person and not being able to finish the kill. And now it looks like they're dancing around Baron.
Okay, Daisy gonna give some 50 gold to Phoenix. He's kind of being there, slowing them down right now. It is a 4 versus 5. Oh, Malphite go for the flash, but he did not get the ultimate he wanted, so he did not do it.
He flashed and immediately regretted his decision.
The old flash right click.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens though. We've all done it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when you flash and ult into the wrong position, it can be worse than just flashing and losing flash. So if I think if he had ulted in there, he might have just gotten deleted by the Jinx. Because if he doesn't hit the Jinx with that ult, the Jinx is just gonna destroy him.
Agreed. And what we're looking at now is what I'd really like to see. We have all the ultimates back up on the side of Team Ocean. If Team Ocean wants to close this out, they have the ability for Cyan to go in there, just be annoying, and followed up by them piling onto Cyan, and then Briggsworth going in, throwing the Sejuani ult, and them cleaning up. So they should be grouping as 5 right now. They can't really be contested and potentially fighting back towards the Baron, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I was surprised they were still making moves, trying to siege.
Oh,
here we go.
So we got the Bard in the back though. Jmu is separated from this fight. They're just going in on him right now. They need to get the kill. The flash is out. They just need to peel for Jmu. Just let him fight in the back.
Yep. Oh man. Jmu got low, but didn't quite take enough damage there. And now, what do you go for here? Do you take the inhib or do you take the Baron? I think you get the inhib.
You got to take the inhib. They're both super low right now. There's no way they stay this fight. They have a full health.
They're going for Baron.
That's a call they can make. That's their team. But with the full Scion, a full Phoenix, they have a full nearly full Cobalt. They could have done it. But I guess Jmu was just there. They do have a really stacked Jinx, so they could probably take this incredibly fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think they definitely could have at least gotten inhib turret there, if not the inhibitor too, but they chose the safer thing. Baron is basically guaranteed there, whereas they'd have to at least have to fight over that inhib, because there's still 2 people up. And
that's true. I would have liked to have seen them do that though, only because they were so full. They could have taken it, busted their base wide open, which would have made an easier route later. But we'll see what they do with this. This is their game. They're playing it the way they want to. Ocean is just creating this tidal wave right now down the mid lane. 10k up, putting it back. And the other team that they were down 10k last game, bringing it to parity. I love to see the fight in the Ocean boys.
Oh yeah, and looks like they're just gonna bring it down mid lane, try to siege up on that inhib. But I don't know. I think. Oh, and there's Cyan on the side wave. Okay, just kidding. All right, that's the play.
But they do have to be careful here. They really can't. They can be pincered really hard and just lose their Baron. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh! Just wanted the flash a kill in that one. Briggsworth wanted his name in lights. So this is for you, Briggsworth. Get some with the ultimate Briggsworth as a god.
That's the real way you want to use Sejol. It's an execute, actually. That's
a single target execute, correct.
Single target execute.
But Cyan marching it down in the top lane, doing what Cyan does well. An incredibly hard to kill machine. He has the Gargoyle Stone play. He's got nothing but tank stats.
Yeah, he's so tanky right now. He's going to be basically impossible to kill at this point.
Jmu getting those empowered rockets in on that turret.
Holy moly! Mouse Mazing does a ton of damage to the Scion.
Oh.
Is he
fancy feet. Oh. This gets a slow on.
No. Wow.
Hold
on.
on.
Was I saying?
One.
I believe I cursed.
He needs 3 hits.
There.
3 hits. Oh, he does not get it. Yeah, the main thing about that is Kog'Maw can definitely take out Cyan if you're not careful. He does need to close the gap on him immediately. Yeah.
W does % health damage, and that and he doesn't really have that much armor at the moment, so he just got shredded.
Or magic. Like that's the thing. The problem is you really can't 1v1 people if you have 3 tank items and no damage, 0 damage.
Oh my god. And
we're about to get some Acathian surprise damage though. Oh jeez. But without that Kog'Maw, this is looking like a dire straits for our boys on the blue side.
They're gonna try to finish right here.
They had the Baron buff. They're going in. They found the tree, burning him down with Ignite. Jmu is legendary. And they're taking down the final inhibitor turret, or the final Nexus turret. The Nexus is falling to the might of Team Ocean, drowning them in the competition.
Wow. Ocean really showing some mental strength there. Getting pretty solidly crushed in the first game and going down 2-0 to start this game, but they pulled it out and said we're not gonna just roll over. We're gonna show you how to really close the game out. That Jinx was very scary and just melted everything.
Very well played from both teams. Me getting a bug splat.
Uh-oh.
That's totally fine.
happens at the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, breaking it down in this one. So now we get in the Bugs fight. So we're gonna have to go to some quick interviews.
Who do you want to pull in here?
Let's see. I think we need to pull in. Let's see. What happened in game one?
I feel like we should get both ADCs here.
Let's talk to the ADCs. Let's get Jmu. And then let's get
Mouse Maze.
Mouse Mazing. All right. So other than that, give me a little recap. What do you think went well in this game? When did the turning point really start happening when Ocean turned it on?
So it really seems for both of these teams, they like to play around their bot lane. In each game, it was the ADC that really just popped off like crazy, and basically just carried the fight. Ocean pulled off. They ran a fairly similar comp to that first game, but this time they pulled it off much better. Those Sedge ults were on point. Especially with that last one, getting the kill on the Bard. Yeah, they just used all their tools very well.
Indeed, and that's what we're looking to see. I do not have Mouse Mazing yet on my friends list, but I'll see if I can't bring him in. Do you want to go? Can you jump into...
I can jump into... No, they're in Blue Sentinel. I can't jump into that. Nope.
Okay, fine. You can now. Can you jump in real quick?
Sure.
All right, so other than that, my take on the game itself was that we had Ocean really coming back. They had that teamwork. They knew they had the team fight prowess turned around at that, specifically that fight at the Dragon when they took them 4-for-1, which is a big deal, really getting them in there. So other than that, we are getting Colonel Paco over to the Blue Sentinel side on Discord, looking to see. All right, can we talk to you? Let's see if we can't bring you over to the caster's desk, and let's do the thing. So other than that, I'm going to bring Jmu in. And then I'm hoping to see if we can't bring Mouse Mazing, the two ADCs that put together a fantastic first run of it. So we'll grab them in here. While we're talking to Mouse Mazing, I'll bring in Jmu first. Jmu, welcome to the cast. I want to say congratulations on that game you just played right there. My goodness. Yeah, so tell me. All right, you guys... What was it like? Where was the mental resiliency at? You guys must have had that mental resilience required in order to get past that first game, right? So what were your thought process? What was it like? What were the team comms like going into game number 2 in that pick ban? Yeah, absolutely. So that amnesia really getting you in there. What did the team comp situation go from? You guys had this crowd control version of the team comp game 1, and you kind of stuck with that in game 2, giving yourself the jinx. Looked like you banned out Mouse Mazing. What was the thought process going into that and the pick bans?
Yeah, Mouse was definitely our priority for the bans. No surprise there. He's a great player.
Absolutely.
The Sivir gave us a hard time with the spell shield on the Sejuani ult, so we wanted to eliminate that, but we kind of kept the same idea. Jinx was a little. The Jinx pick was just a nice safe pick. Get the ranged autos late game. It really hit hard.
Absolutely. Colonel Paco, do you have any questions for Jmu bringing it into the first part of the interviews, talking about game number 2?
Game number 2. I missed the first couple questions, so I'll try not to repeat you. But
just talking about the mindset going into the game 2 and the team comps.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. How were you guys feeling after that first game where Mouse Mazing, it seemed, was really just doing so much damage with that Sivir, but you guys still pulled it back. Were you guys at all frustrated after that first game, or?
We tried to avoid thinking about that first game, other than maybe saying, hey, let's keep up vision, let's keep up comms. We gave up a couple of weak kills. We got kill bushed there early, but like I said, we just got to forget about it and move on, and we did that. We worked on communication game 2.
So what was the moment in game number 2 where you guys knew that you were in the driver's seat? When did it start turning on the pressure and feeling so good? Do you have a specific moment in mind?
I guess there was one moment where we had a team fight. I think it was bot lane. I got a Jinx ult off right before a Bard ult hit me, and I was able to pick up the Kog'Maw kill, and we rolled through the team fight, and that was just when stuff like that happens, you just feel like things are working out for you. You just got to keep that momentum moving.
Absolutely. So my final question for you is, what's the feeling in Team Ocean this year in the Rekt League Season 4? How are you feeling after these games? Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know if everyone's seen the hype video, Negative 19 Productions. We know that we're not the most skilled team rank wise, but we have heart and we have good communication. We're all friends.
Nice.
I will make it a case to show that hype video in the next stream. I'll make sure that you guys get that up.
Oh yeah, many more to come.
Negative 19 product.
You gotta own it.
Colonel Paco, do you have any more thoughts? Any more questions for Jamu?
I'm all set.
All right, very good, Jamu. Thanks again for this interview. Best of luck with you next week.
Appreciate it, guys.
So then, is Mouse Amazing able to come in and talk to us?
Yeah, he said yeah.
All right. Mouse Amazing, welcome to the cast. Thank you for joining us, and want to give you congratulations on that game number 1, specifically when you dismantled the competition on that Sivir pick. How are you feeling about that?
I felt pretty good about the Sivir pick. I haven't actually practiced that, but they kind of banned me out pretty hard.
Absolutely.
They definitely adapted to you that second game where they're like, what, we're gonna ban 4 ADCs. They really didn't want you on anything you were comfortable with. So
yeah.
the Kog'Maw was looking very good to start, and you still did the most damage in the game in that second game, by the way.
I did, really?
Yeah, you did like 26,000 damage.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, you definitely did a couple 1v1s versus the Scion. You did a couple very good plays. You were able to keep up and farm as well while being down in deaths, getting piled on in the bot lane there. So, but I want to ask some questions about game number 1. So it sounded like, what were the thoughts going into that team comp? Did you guys have that run at you pick, or did that something that evolved throughout the pick ban phase?
Yeah, we had talked about the run at you pick with MK Heat on Volibear. We'd also talked about me playing Sivir. We just hadn't actually practiced that yet. So we did have the idea going in, yeah. Okay, very good. So other than that, in that game number 1, do you have a specific moment? I know you just played game number 2, but something that you remembered that was the play that kind of turned it around, that you knew that you were in the driver's seat in that game. Oh, man. I think when we all kind of grouped and almost took top bot tower down pretty early on, that was when I felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that game was so hectic, it's hard to keep track of everything that happened in that game.
Yeah.
That was a kill frenzy, that's for sure.
Yeah,
so
second game had 31 kills. What was the first game? I think it must have been almost 60.
Yeah, it was a ton. It was definitely over 40. But we'll have to say, so looking at game 1, looking at game 2, you guys are a formidable force. You do not shy away from battling. You're constantly going in the bot lane, in the mid lane, looking for the jungle picks. What do you have to show for Team Blue Sentinel coming out in the future? What are you looking to show us in the Rekt League as these weeks progress?
Probably better comps. That's something that we were talking about after the game. We're going to work on it. We also need to work on thinking about draft stage as well, because we kind of combined like 3 different comps that we had planned out in game 2 just because we weren't prepared.
I hear you. So be sure, if you need to, be sure to go to the rektleague.com. Rektleague.com. You can check out the stats of all the players from the previous games if you want to take a look at that, so you can get your comps set up. I would love to see what the strategy is going to end up being, and I'm sure we'll ask you about that in the future games. Do you have any shout-outs or anyone you'd like to thank on your team or the opposing team?
Shout out to my boy Hot Soup 5 for playing Ivern, and it didn't work out, but I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, trying to protect the Kog'Maw camp. Was that something that was done after you picked Kog'Maw?
What do you mean?
Was it thought of? Did you guys go, okay, we're gonna go Kog'Maw Ivern, or was it just like, oh, you picked Kog'Maw, I guess I'll go Ivern?
We used to play. We played like dozens of Protect the Kog'Maw comp games and like flex ranked queue in like season 6.
Excellent.
There you go.
So it's kind of a classic. We were planning on it for a while.
Well, that's what I love to see. It was so awesome to see the Kog'Maw, and you had some impressive snipes, so congratulations for that. Paco, do you have any more questions for Mouse Amazing?
I'm all set.
the recipient of our Season 3 Perfect KDA award.
That's right.
Single game.
You almost managed.
What?
you
Two
managed
games.
to
Two
get pretty-
games.
Were you two
managed
games?
Pretty good in the first game. Yeah, I think you did. You die in the first game? I don't think you did.
No,
He
I
was-
didn't die in either of them.
And the game's in Season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect KDA coming into Season 4, showing up strong in Game 1 of Season 4. Thank you again for joining us today, Mouse Amazing. Best of luck to you next week. Show them what you're worth. And other than
Alright,
that,
sounds good.
yeah. So other than that, Kurt Paco, do you have anything else to say for the rest of the cast?
Well, it was a good start for the season. When everyone else is watching this will be the last game of the week. So we've wrapped up this week. Sweet first week. I've been able to watch many of the other games yet because one of them hasn't even happened yet. But I'm hyped. It's gonna be a good season.
Absolutely, and stay tuned if you have not done so. Please think about subscribing to the Rekt League on Twitch. Come check us out on Twitter at the Rekt League. We also have a YouTube that you can go check out at the Rekt League as well. Other than that, this is Colonel Paco and Ratty Z signing off for week 1 of the Rekt League. Thank you and have a great week. Later.